Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Casual Collector. And in this segment of 1/12 scale military action figures, the Valaverse Action Force Desert Warfare Republic Guard and Desert Gear Pack Revisited Edition. I'm re-showcasing basically the Desert Republic Guard again, Trooper in general. Uh, Part of it's because this is my second one. Here's my first, and I want you guys to see what it's like for it to be opened up and everything, right? So let's start with the Republic Trooper in itself. Yeah, one action point. It's a Republic Guard. Box art to the side. Made in China. Desert Warfare. And here's the top. Let me read the command file. In the wake of the collapse of the Union, state governors and military leaders faced a dilemma. There were federal military installations and personnel present within their borders and cut off from any formal chain of command. State leadership acted swiftly, converting their respective military units into New Republic Territory Guard, which would be responsible for security operations within the borders of each republic. These men and women would conduct security patrols of border zones, both by air, land, and sea. Though forbidden from operating outside of the Republic borders, they could conduct combined operations with neighboring republics if needed. Faced with a new threat in a new era, the territory guards are all that stands in the way of freedom and demise. Well, there you go. Pretty cool box art, if you ask me. Includes one figure and is worth one action point. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. Next up, the Desert Gear Pack. And here's the really cool box art. Yeah, Desert Gear Pack. I ordered these from, since I'm late to the game, AliExpress. So I had to pay a little bit of a late comer's tax. Here's what is included in this set. Some pew-pews here. Desert pistol. What appears to be an M4. K-bar. Belt. Among a shemagh. Helmet. Oh yeah, Kevlar. And whatever is on this belt. And of course a pack, as you guys can see here. Except I gave this Desert Trooper a saw with the matching the color matching ammo mag thing that's holding it. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, I'll be cutting this apart and extracting its points pretty soon. Comes in these plastic bags for the vest and the gears, right? And of course, let me open the figure. Getting my buns kicked. There you go. Yep. Here he comes with the Desert Action Force stand. Plastic bag. Comes with the bear buck and extra hands, one submachine gun, and extra head, and a bunch of hands. I already gave this Desert Trooper that head, so now I could have this head. I plan on changing one of them out to get the Snake Eyes looking head with the head pack that's coming in the with Series 4 coming out, which is shipping according to my mail. Yay! Series 4 coming out soon. Pretty excited about that. All right, so I'm going to put this desert stand back. And yeah, the joints are going to be stiff. I'm going to have to take a heat gun to these things for, first, so that I can pose them. But, in the interim, let me pause first so I can heat gun it for y'all. And unpause, yes. Took the heat gun to this so that you can not see me have to struggle with the stiffness of these joints. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I have to take them apart because I got to put his gear on, right? So we're going to start first by putting any belts that belong, right? So this comes with a holster. So yeah, you have to take this, put it here. Yeah, you can't put it on without taking this sucker apart first. Yeah, it's just a no-go. It's not gonna, yeah. Oop, there you go. Cool. Now the belt is in place. Now to put, before I put it back on, let's put on his vest. Oh, may have jumped the gun. I better heat this up real quick. All right. I was able to slip this vest back on. You guys got to be careful. Yeah. Don't want to over extend. Put the vest on first. Whew. Oh. All right, that's there. Now to put on the scarf wherever I put it. Where did I put it? I know it came with one. Dagnabbit. It's just got to be somewhere here. Let me see if it's in here with the rest of the. What? I know the scarf has got to be here somewhere. All right, pause so I can find. And yeah, he was here. It was here the whole time. Okay. Put this here, and then let me heat the head up real quick so that it'll fall into place. Snap in without too much resistance. There you go. Cool. All right. Got it. All right, here we go. And here we go. Now to put him back into his body. There you go. And there you go. Joints a little bit stiff again, no worries. Nothing the heat gun won't be able to fix like I did last time. And yeah, here we go. Woohoo! Pretty excited about this. His pistol. Putting it in his holster. And we already got his knife in there. It looks like it was already in there before I even have to put it in. All right, and here comes the med pack or whatever pack this is. This is in this thing. It's going to be in his thigh. Yeah, gotta slip this in. Yeah, Desert Trooper guys, just one of those troopers that I can army build all day, just because very close to home, like the infantry commandos. Pretty much those guys. The desert is where I deployed, so the desert is kind of where I feel very more nostalgic about as far as army gear is concerned, or military gear is concerned in general, right? So yeah, here's the body. There you go. Um, so looks like his Kevlar is here. Comes with the nods. Yeah, the NVGs. Put it up here. And then we got his extra satchel pack. Really cool. I'm not going to put the extra antenna on in. I'm just going to leave it as is. I don't want to lose it or break it because such a small piece. Find it kind of unnecessary anyway. And yeah, I was never a big fan of these communicator parts of the helmet, so I'm just going to leave that in. And of course, give him his standard issue rifle. Yep. Just a little bit on the stiff side, but it's all right. Nothing a little heat can't fix either. And of course, give him the standard pose for weapons handling, the responsible weapons handling, right? Yeah, no, it's stiff. I gotta reheat it, but yeah, I'm just trying to show you what it's like when you first get it. Imagine when you didn't have a heat gun kind of situation. But if you have a heat gun like me, you definitely should use it so you don't break anything while you're trying to display. Plus, yeah, here's the joints. All right, folks, let me adjust fire so you guys can see what he looks like in its full glory. Yeah. So now we got two desert troopers now looking real sharp. One with his saw, and the other with his standard, M4 2. Yeah, I love this. This is so good. This is going to look so good with the Valaverse desert Vanguard that's coming. I need to troop build some more, and I also can't wait till these guys team up with Desert Condor and Desert Steel Brigade. I'm gonna have a real nice desert theme with two guys here. I love it. This is gonna be gosh damn excellent, folks. Holy smokes! As you can see, this, oh my gosh, this just looks so good, guys. I don't know how words can't begin to explain the elation I feel when I look at more than one of these troopers put together. It just puts me in such a good mood seeing these things together. I don't know what it is, man. If I'd only caught on to these much sooner, I think I would have been able to buy these things for so much cheaper, and I would have had probably more than just these two, just because I'm a huge army builder kind of guy, especially with the figures that I really really like that make sense. And this is one of those situations. Give them different gear, different uh, heads, that kind of stuff. Oh man, it's gonna look so gosh damn good, guys. And he looks pretty good. They look pretty good with the infantry commandos too, right? And let's see. I think I've told you guys before that the whole reason I ended up starting this hobby quite literally is because of Dusty. Dusty was the second GI Joe that I picked up. The first being Pimp Daddy Destro way back then, but Dusty, I felt bad because he didn't look like he had any buddies, especially since he's the only desert guy there is. So having him hang out with these guys kind of makes sense. So now Dusty's not by him, his lonesome. Now he's got two desert troopers that he can lead or whatever's right. So it's kind of cool that he now can hang out and it'll look kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? So the only problem is Dusty's gear, standard issue gear, doesn't look like it makes sense. So I had to use third party gear to make them look more, you know, like in line with the rest of the Valaverse stuff, right? So yeah, with more, well, this weapon I use is definitely the gridiron uh, M4. So yeah, it's just big enough to meet the congruency of what GI Joe Classified, uses as weapons. Um, the what stuff that Valaverse uses is a little more realistically scaled, I think, but and even in looks and aesthetics, but using the gridiron stuff can hide, like it can blend in with the rest. So I'm quite content with this look altogether. These guys, gosh damn it, they look so good together, guys. Desert warfare, yay! So cool. So yeah, no, but I don't want to take away shine from our boy here, but yeah, this looks so good. It's just him and his other desert, buddy. One of the two I'm going to end up giving the snake eyes kind of mask for, not necessarily the gas mask one, because for me, the desert gas mask doesn't really appeal to me. I don't see it happening in the desert more often, even though it could back in the day because out of fear of chemical attacks. But this it's cool as is. Just these, this, but again with the snake eyes kind of style commando face mask would be even better in my opinion. All right, folks. Well, final thoughts on this, man. I don't know if you guys didn't already know. I'm very in love with this line. I'm very in love with the troop build. The truth is, these bucks are all the same, just different colors. But I can just never get enough. I just cannot get enough, guys. I cannot get. If you guys haven't figured it out, I cannot get enough. I was hoping that they would already have done a desert brigade, a steel brigade, um, uh, a steel brigade Delta Trooper style, Desert Steel Brigade Delta style. But since there was none, I had to use the Delta Trooper, which is also one of my favorite gosh dang troopers to arm them up. And since Valaverse are doing a Desert Brigade Steel Brigade, it's a win. I don't have to use the body of a desert trooper to make magic happen for me. This is good. But again, final thoughts. This is great. I can never get enough of these gosh dang troopers in general, and I hope you guys can see why these things just look so doggone good. And of course, as I was already advised, please use a heat gun so that you can warm up the joints and make sure that it don't snap the joints when you're messing with it initially. Okay. All right, folks. That's all I got for this segment of 112 military action figure takes. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector. And until next video, folks, ciao.